Hello and good morning, beautiful people. Today we're reviewing Mission Impossible Fallout, so clench those buttholes, because it's about to get tense.
Real suspenseful.
Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Hollywood Redux podcast. This fine, beautiful Monday morning. I'm one of your hosts, Matt.
I'm Crisalia.
And I'm Michael.
And we're coming to you from HollywoodRedux.com, and today we are bringing you our spoiler-filled review of Mission Impossible Fallout. It's going to be rad. If you've never seen one of our reviews, we, like I said, are going to be spoiling it. So please, if you haven't seen this movie, go enjoy it first. It's not all shown in the trailers, so don't worry. There's some cool stuff. Go check it out. Come back out and check this review out when you're done. But with all that said and done, let's get to our review of Mission Impossible Fallout. So in this movie, we just kind of get thrown right into it. Honestly, I've seen all the Mission Impossibles probably multiple times.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you the difference between them. Like, I know that he runs away from a fish tank after throwing some bubble gum against a glass in the first one. I know there's a badass motorcycle chase in the second one. In the third one, he gets shot by that missile shoots next to him and he flies into a car.
That's all I know.
J.J. Abrams, welcome to the franchise. 4 through whatever this one is, couldn't tell you.
6.
6, right?
This is my 6.
Yeah, I don't remember the rest of those. It all blends together. I remember Philip Seymour Hoffman's in one.
That's fine.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. dude.
Number 6 has Henry Cavill. That's all you need.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. And so anyway, spoiler alert over. We're going to get right to it. Ethan Hunt basically is trying to stop this plutonium heist from happening, and by trying to steal, by
failing. By failing.
He keeps failing. Yeah. He keeps making some pretty poor choices, and really the main one, the inciting event one, is so funny because it's like, camera angle, down, down. There's the exit. We can do this and survive. We have to let one person die.
It's so clear what you can do.
And he's not going to do it.
No.
He's not even going to just throw
Luther's not going out, man. I'm
Ethan's
sorry.
not even going to throw that fucking plutonium into the car where it seems like it would have been safe since they didn't steal that.
Yeah, what was that about? He kind of like purposely just left it there?
They had like remote control over it. They could have drove it away
I'm so glad someone else
moment.
picked it up.
Speaking of that, what the fuck? You're not going to show us that for the rest of the movie? Like, you're just going to tease, like, tickle our balls in the very beginning with, like, we're going to have a remote control fucking car fight at some point in this movie, and it doesn't happen.
No.
I was thinking maybe the helicopters. That's how they're going to do it. No.
Yeah, that was pretty disappointing.
No.
I mean, that was such a cool idea.
And you lost the drop.
Yeah.
You lost the drop.
What the fuck, man?
Sorry, dude.
And like, before going into more parts about the movie, like, hats off to Tom Cruise, who always likes to try to. I think he did all of his stunts in this movie.
I would hope so. That's definitely.
We know he flew the helicopter. There's a great behind-the-scenes featurette on that. He did most of his stunts. He even broke his ankle. That made it into the movie.
Yeah.
That's really
gnarly.
him getting hurt on that wall, you guys.
You know,
dope.
Hats
Enjoy
off
that.
to you, dude. Like, you're like.
He's a real life stunt man.
Yeah, you're doing it. Like, and that's.
He's awesome.
In a day when, like,
Tom Cruise.
when you go from, like, watching movies in the 80s and stuff, and it's like, you know, Commando and, like, Predator and things like that, there's real explosions happening.
Yeah.
There's stuntmen jumping away from them. There's really cool stuff. And they use computer animation and things when it was absolutely necessary. That's what this movie did.
I was gonna say.
And that's what really impressed me about this movie.
Put him right in it.
So much physical action, very little visual effects. Like, I mean, obviously in some parts where it's just impossible, you'd kill the person.
Yeah.
There was visual effects. But, I mean, that reminded me of, like, how these movies are supposed to be done. Like, James Bond does the same thing, 007 franchise.
A real action movie.
When it's like 90, when you only use visual effects, when you absolutely have to, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So, like, hats off to Tom Cruise for doing all of his own stunts, breaking his ankle and then completing the take. All of that's in the movie. It's pretty freaking rad. You know, you're not 20 years old anymore.
No. You can stop.
But you're still fucking Maverick to me, man.
But he's still doing it.
And, you know, and you're fucking killing the game. Like, this movie, like, I felt like the first two were pretty cool Mission Impossible movies. The third one, I felt revitalized the franchise and kept them coming. Maybe it's because they added Simon Pegg.
I love Simon Pegg.
He's awesome. He's so great.
So much.
But who's awesome in this movie? And oh my God, you scared us so much in that final act, thinking we're gonna lose our Simon. Don't you ever take our Simon from us, J.J. Abrams?
Sure.
Don't. That's dangerous territory. You're messing with.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
But the stunts were fucking rad in this movie. He gets up, he breaks his ankle. Like, the fights were great. Like, throwing people through glass windows and things like that you see in the trailer, mirrors and things are great.
See, here's my question to those guys. Like, does that mean everyone else did their own stunts on this set? Because if Tom Cruise is doing his own stunts, you kind of have to keep up.
You know,
I'm
I
saying.
feel like Warner Brothers might be like, Henry Cavill can't do a lot of stuff.
You can't hurt that pretty face. You cannot.
He has his claws,
and they do hurt that pretty face.
They do! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
But that stash.
That stash kind of made it through that oil burn or whatever the fuck that was.
Let's talk about that stash and that look for a second. Oh,
he was Two-Face.
He was Two-Face.
He was Two-Face for a little bit.
And Two-Face. I'm just saying.
Well said.
I'm just saying.
Well said.
Like, I noticed it.
I like this.
So the basic plot of this movie is old school plot. Nuclear bombs, petroleum is being stolen and being sold to a black market group. That's kind of remnants. They're called the Apostles, left over from the Syndicate. Yep. And they have to break out the Syndicate leader in order to purchase the plutonium to save the world. And they're almost unsuccessful in their attempts, but it's Mission Impossible.
Every time.
And you know they're going to get it at the last second.
Yeah.
With Wolf Blitzer's help.
With Wolf Blitzer's help, they crack a cell phone. And, like, why doesn't the FBI just do that for every case they want to open a cell phone nowadays? Just build a very elaborate scene, hire, Wolf Blitzer to come in and just do a fake report on 3 atomic bombs going off.
Yeah, their dream mission or whatever.
Whatever you need to do. And it sounds familiar to me. That part sounds familiar to me. And then, like, the walls will break away.
Yeah.
And show that he's in, like, a government facility or something. Weird. It's like they want to burn it all down.
Burn it.
Burn it all.
Burn it all.
Anyway, very weird thing that happens, and very elaborate. Like, they got those CGI renderings. Like, why the fuck did they already have those on standby in case there's a natural disaster to be able to? It's like, it was like 2 hours ago we rendered this friggin' high quality Rome burning graphic. I can tell you right now, that was the biggest bullshit moment in the entire movie. Because that shit was not rendering. They were having notes, meetings going back and forth on those visual effects. It was not happening.
It's never that easy.
Yeah, never that easy.
Never.
Holy shit. But the trailers, they showed a lot in the trailers, but they also didn't give a lot away. There's a lot of twists and turns and good kind of covers in the trailer that help push a pretty decent storyline.
Yeah,
I'm so happy. I actually appreciate the trailer a lot more. The fact that they didn't release too much.
Yeah. Can't fight the friction. Ugh. Whip, 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 whip.
I love that.
The Henry Cavill whip.
The fisticuff.
But yeah, Henry Cavill whipping those fucking biceps around like a boss with that stash. Like, if he didn't have trouble before.
Like, I love the stash, but I still feel like sour about Justice League.
Yeah, I mean, those visual effects are terrible. Again, what?
We're not going to
sorry,
that.
Henry Cavill, can you not grow a mustache back fast enough for Tom Cruise's goddamn ankle to heal?
You?
Yeah.
How dare you?
And how much running Tom Cruise did in this? Like, they had to have only shot the car scenes when his ankle was fucking broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was on his feet or running, and there was one time where I felt like you could see him limping.
Yes.
When they're having that
100%
conversation underneath the trees, I felt like you could see him limping to get to that position a little bit.
Yeah.
He was kind of like stiff-legging it.
Maybe
but again,
for that.
like a fucking boss. It's it was produced by Bad Robot and Tom Cruise. Did you notice that? It was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise production.
he has the money because
he
he's
just sprinkled
himself.
badass all over.
Yeah, and again, it's like,
I'm worried about him.
Say what you want about Tom. Yeah, he's trying to kill himself and he keeps failing. That's pretty much this movie.
He can't die.
Yeah.
He can't.
Johnny Knoxville. I'm worried about Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, no, it's for Mission Impossible.
Sorry.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
For Mission Impossible, I felt like this was extremely fast-paced, but also very coherent. Like, you knew what was going on. It was very simple. Like, they left it very simple to where you could enjoy watching all the tech.
Plutonium,
and that was cool.
car, road.
Yeah.
Even with the hook, the clip of the hook and everything, just like the showcase of it was, they wanted you to follow along, for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, frickin' A, man. Like, the only thing I would say that I was sad about is the fact that they shot Tom Cruise actually flying the helicopters in that last sequence. That was the only thing that I was wondering, like, because it looked pretty real with Cavill in the helicopter, too, getting, like, whipped around.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling they strapped him in, and they were just like, to some helicopter pilot, like, go have fun and scare the shit out of this guy. He's Superman, don't worry about it, he's good. And the whole time, like, there's, like, one moment where there's, like, a big, like, bounce, you can tell he was a little bit weightless, and he, like, kind of flops, and he, like, I feel like he looked back at the pilot like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
And then, he was not very comfortable with that part. But it looked dope. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Which now I want to ask, how much fun was that for the pilots? See, like, throwing those guys around.
You know what? I bet you it's not fun. I bet you it's fun to do that when there's not a multi-million-dollar insured actor in the back.
For sure.
You know, because if you just die, it's going to be like, helicopter pilot dies today. if Henry Cavill dies when you're flying the helicopter, it's gonna be like helicopter pilot kills Henry Cavill and somehow miraculously survives.
He's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah, that's not good. So yeah, I mean, the acting in this film was absolutely fantastic. Everybody was good. I believed everybody. Everybody was scary. Like, you know, for Hollywood big action movies nowadays, there's not really many stakes. You know, even if Thanos snaps his fingers and everybody fucking turns to dust, you know they're all coming back. Yeah. You know, so there's really not stakes. You know, it is sad to see those guys go and like, oh, Mr. Stark, you know, all that shit. Fuck, but that still gets me, dude.
Too soon, bro.
Too soon.
But this had the threat of 2 nuclear bombs
going off at any point, and every time they get close to getting it and saving the day, it gets set back like 5 more steps, and it's like, holy shit, how are they gonna get out of this one? You know, and
I need the detonator's key, and it just got kicked 5 feet away.
Oh my god, I was like, for the first time in a long time, I was just like, every time like that stupid remote would get kicked closer to that cliff's edge during that final fight.
It's like the Dark Knight.
And, I was losing it.
Actually made you clench and just like.
It was like non-stop edge of your seat action the entire movie.
Yeah.
And the acting was like, it just, you know, paralleled that so well. And the, you know, very easy to understand yet very complex storyline was also very easy to follow and very easy to understand. So it's like, it was a great movie. This was like a great summer action movie.
It was an action movie in general, man.
Yeah. That wasn't a comedy, which is kind of the way action movies are kind of going nowadays a lot of the times.
The comedy in there.
Yeah, or
I mean, like the only like comedic
Justice
moment.
League.
Yeah, jeez. The only comedic moment that I really like actually enjoyed in this movie was Alec Baldwin pulling the second gun. He's like, I think this one's loaded.
Oh my god, dude, Baldwin getting a chance to act and not chew on the scenery was awesome.
Yeah, welcome back.
You know, welcome back, dude. Like, that was great. It was a small part, but it was a good part.
These two laughed so hard for that moment.
Oh my god, when he pulled that, because that's what we do all the time. We're like, oh, got you, buddy, finger guns. It's like, oh yeah, phew, oh yeah, you know. So
we're gonna stand up.
Oh, Jesus, just like in The Office.
Yes.
But no, it was great. It was like white knuckle action some of the time because you're like, yeah, that's Tom Cruise doing that. Like, I'm more nervous now that it's Tom Cruise than Ethan Hunt doing the action.
Yeah.
Because some of that shit was just bonkers crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he did everything. It's really him and camera, and I can't stress that.
All that running.
And I mean, the Tom Cruise runometer has to be at its max in Mission Impossible.
Oh my god.
There's an entire running sequence where he's like going up flights of stairs and jumping out of buildings and jumping over like. Luckily, there was scaffolding in those areas. There's all sorts of crazy shit he's doing, but he's always moving.
So would this be like a 10 out of 10 running Tom Cruises?
I think that's 10 out of 10 Toms, and
I agree.
You know, that's
hard to do.
You can't out Tom, but Tom out Tom.
Every Tom.
Every Tom. 60% of the Tom, it works every time.
Yep.
Yeah, Tom Cruise. I got such a boner for Tom Cruise right now. It's so fucking great to get a great summer movie.
It was terrific. Like, I haven't followed all of the Mission Impossible movies, and I was able to come back into this one and follow everything that was happening. Besides some of the love stuff, but like I was able to understand based on context because they put it pretty clearly what was going on.
Yeah.
So I mean, I loved it. It was a great summer action film.
Yeah. And Rebecca Ferguson, who was just recently in Greatest Showman, was awesome in this movie. Great. I want to see her do some more fucking action movies.
She's a badass, dude. Oh my god.
But the one thing that did go through my head was when she was introduced. It's like, I thought you got out of the game. She's like, something. And she like,
you should have come with me.
You should have come with me. And then I was just like, never enough, never enough. You know, so I was just thinking that was going to be spliced in somewhere.
I love the part when she was helping Tom escape with that lady, the blonde lady, and she just jumped on that one guy, twisted him, and just walked away.
Dude, yeah, I loved how that was like, and like that was so silly in that whole scene. He's like taking dudes down like in knife fights in a classy, quiet jazz club, and then like after each one, he's like, let's just go. Like, just don't look at him, just don't look back. And it's like, bro, like you just flipped a dude over you and stabbed him in the neck, and like
everybody saw that.
It wasn't like you just sneezed and farted and like you're trying to sneak out of the fucking restaurant before it hits everybody.
It's Tom Cruise.
But yeah. So yeah, dude, everybody fucking saw you, knife that guy in the face, and then she pulls out like a switchblade all of a sudden. Like, I would have liked to have seen more of that.
That would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
Like, she only got like to kill 2 people.
Yeah, she created the Joker, and we also saw how Two-Face was created in this movie. She's turned around and sliced that guy across the face, dude.
Are they crossing over with DC?
Bruh.
Mission Impossible.
Dude,
DC
I'll tell you what. If it was who would you want from the DC universe, like, to like be your like guy, like your person to like protect you or whatever in a fight? Ethan Hunt.
Yeah.
Ethan Hunt.
Jeez, give him a DC fucking
yeah,
comic.
Seriously.
Right?
Just saying. Yeah. Crossover already.
Right? Yeah, I love this the Quattro, the team. Like, it's awesome. I want to keep seeing them make movies, and I want to keep seeing Tom Cruise do his own stunts. Like, as long as he's willing to do it and put it into it, like, I want to see it. I'll pay to go see it. Like, that is the Tom Cruise. He's in his 50s.
Yeah, he's gonna keep doing it.
He might be 50.
Yeah, you can keep going. I'm just concerned.
You know what?
Care.
I'm concerned that not enough people will go and see this movie to where we keep getting more of these, and I want that to be the case because it's bomb as fuck.
Yeah, it's actually really.
It's amazing.
If you want to sit on the edge of your seat for 2 hours and stuff your face with like stress popcorn and snacks and soda pop at the movie theater, this is the movie to go see on a big screen with a loud sound system. Like, don't go get the cheap seats.
No.
Don't use your expired movie pass since it's no longer in business. Just go see it in a big Dolby Cinema or a big IMAX screen, and you will love the shit out of this movie.
And then thank us later.
Yeah.
You can take that to the bank. But for the Hollywood Redux podcast, we hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday. I am Matt. You can find me at Matt_Rex on all social media.
And I'm Grisal. You can find me at Grisal in all social medias.
And I'm Michael. You can find me What the Hess.
Ooh, yeah. We're coming to you from HollywoodRedux.com. Be sure to check out Redux Gear to get yourself a shirt, something cool designed by this cool person right to my left. And we'll check you out next time. Bye-bye. Hope you're enjoying your summer.
See ya.
Wow.